In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some amazing advanced 5-out basketball plays that you could run with your team. I'm currently putting together a complete 5-out 100 play list coming very soon. But first, make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense down in the description below. But anyways, this is a very good offense that you could run with any team and against any defense. Now, let's get down to some of these plays. So this first play is a very interesting play. We're going to be basically doing a 5-out hybrid. We would really want that player one to be starting a bit farther back, closer to half court essentially. We're going to be going up against a man-to-man defense. Of course, we're going to be mostly having these players 3 and 2, super wide. And how we're going to start this is essentially having players 5 and 4 heading to the elbow. Now, this is something that you could run against a zone technically as well too. However, what we are really looking for when these players are moving up is if these defenders here are in deny defense, which means that they are basically overplaying these wing players. We really want them to cut to the basket if that's the case, because if they are, then of course we can pass them the ball for an easy layup. But if they are not overplaying them, what we are going to have is player 1 call out the side. Let's say we call this play 4 high A, maybe, as our first 4 high out of the 5-out offense. So after we have player 5 and 4 head to the elbows, we would have 4-1-A left, maybe, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different ways that you can call these, but anyways, this is the left side. We would have player 4 set that back screen on player 2, and player 2 would cut to the basket. When he's cutting to the basket, we would have player 3 move in, and now we're going to be setting up essentially an elevator screen. However, first, if player 2 is open, we really want to have him get hit up with that pass. However, if he is not open, what we want to see next is player 2 to cut between players 3 and 5, and they're going to be then essentially closing in on him, where then player 2 could be wide open for that 3-point shot. If he's, however, not open, what we want to see happen now is for player 1 to dribble over towards this left side, and player 4 to set a screen, and players 3 and 5 to clear out, so that now player 4 can roll towards the rim, and this could be a drive by player 1, this could be a 3 by player 1, this could be also a pass to player 4 for a layup, and depending on what's happening, this could also be a kick out or a hammer pass out to player 3. If his defender came down to try to break up as a help defender, we can kick that ball out for a 3-point shot. Now, against a zone, this works really well too, and we're basically going to be seeing it ran kind of like this, where we're going to have that back screen on player 4. Of course, if he's open, definitely hit him up. However, the main difference is that you're going to be seeing here is player 4 is going to be seeing or setting a screen on player 5, and player 2 is going to be setting a screen on player 3, where player 3 blue will then continue up, and of course be hit up with a 3-point shot. Now, if that's not there, what we would be looking for is, because of course player 3 might be fighting through, player 1 might be trying to fight through, player 5 is going to be trying to cover that, and we'll have player 2 pop out away from that screen, where of course he may be open for a 3-point shot, or he may also have been open to cut down towards the low block, where he could have also got a layup as well. There's a few different options here. However, if none of this is really open, we would then see the defense somewhat be set up like this. Of course, we might have player 3 a bit lower. They may be trying to really cover this side, and it's kind of turned into almost like a triangle style offense if we were to move player 4 down slightly. However, what we're going to be having now is, of course, the the screen for player 1 from player 5, and of course, we want player 1 to try to attack player 4, because now we're going to be having player 4 blue move out, player 5 roll towards the basket, and depending on what's happening with these two players, this could be a floater, this could be a pass to player 5 for a right-handed layup. He may pop in for a 3 over to player 2. There's so many different options that could potentially happen with this one specific play. Now this next one we call, or at least I call, triangle, 5-out try, 5-out triangle. There's so many different ways of calling it, but either way, what we want to see happen here is a pass over to player 2. This could also be a pass to player 3 as well, but just for argument's sake, we'll start with pass to player 2, and player 1 is going to cut down to that corner, and of course player 4 is going to then cut towards the post. When this happens, we want to see a quick post up by player 4. After player 4 sets that post up, where he's going to be trying to post up his man for 2 seconds roughly, what we want to see happen is for him to clear out, and now we are back in our 5-out offense. Now we can have a pass over to player 3, or player 3 could screen for player 2, whatever it may be. Let's say, just for sake of argument, we have a screen for player 2 and player 2 moves up. Let's say they switched. It doesn't necessarily matter. What we want to see now, and of course this could be a roll to the basket, and if it's against the zone, that could collapse the defense. And if it is a roll to the basket, these players will then switch. We would then have player 2 pass over to player 5. Player 4 goes to the low post. Player 2 goes to the corner, and of course we're back in our triangle. We could even have it set where we can have player 4 make a decision as well, where he doesn't necessarily have to clear out to that side. He could set a screen for player 5. Player 5 could use that screen. This could be a screen and roll. There's so many different options. Obviously the defense would be shifted a little bit different than that, but you get the point, where the player 4 makes the decision after that post up. He could screen for another player off ball. That is also another option that could be there, where if he posts up and let's say he doesn't necessarily have any options to get past to, maybe this is a mismatch or he's just not in good position, he could even set a screen away for player 1 to cut to the basket, and that's just another great option that you could have out of this offense. Of course, he would then clear out to, of course, the point. Player 3 would fill that spot, player 1 would fill out, and again, we would still be in our 5-out offense. Now the benefit here is, of course, with the 5-out, what I call 5-out triangle, where now we can actually run this extremely successfully against a 2-3 or even any kind of zone, really, other than, believe me, other than my Unbeatable Basketball defense book. That defense is just it's a killer. It's down in the description below. But anyways, we'll have that start by, of course, the pass over to player 2. That's going to shift the defense. And, of course, we're going to have player 5. He's going to be going to the low post. Player 1 is going to be going out towards that corner. And he's going to be posting up for a second, 2 seconds. And then, after that post up, what we're going to see, of course, is he could then go and set a screen for anybody, or he could then clear out. If he clears out, we can swing that ball back around. And of course, this is where we can really hurt zone defenses with that swing. And of course, we'll have that swing over to player 4. We'll have the defense shift. And of course, defense shifting when it comes to a zone, especially against younger players, doesn't necessarily shift all that well. This could be an open 3, by the way. However, what you'll find is if you can get player 5 to screen for a player from the wing, that player from the wing uses that screen and player 5 rolls to the high post, that is where you want him to roll against a zone, because here we could have a pass to the high post for a quick shot, or this could pull up these players, in which case we may have player 1 cutting baseline. This could be a high to low post pass. We could kick it out to player 2 depending on what 2 red is doing, and there's just so many different options that are available to you. In today's video, I am going to be breaking down some advanced 5-out basketball plays that you could run with your team. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm putting together a complete 100-play 5-out offense book that you can get down in the description below once it's completed. But before then, you could get my complete guide to the 5-out offense. Well, it is down in the description as well. So let's get down and let's check out these amazing advanced basketball plays. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. These are fantastic basketball plays. Make sure to go check out down in the description below if I have made my 100 play list of the 5-out offense, as well as make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense down in the description below. I'll see you guys again next time.